Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It is Monday, November 28th. Apologize for the little bit of a raspy voice. Had a little bit of a head cold over the weekend. Kind of getting over it, but yeah, it has pretty much broken me down. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday. I hope everybody got to eat all the food that they wanted, do all the shopping you wanted to do. And here we go. We're going into a very big week. The first week of December traditionally, because we have that ramp up into Thanksgiving, has traditionally provided a very, very nice dip prior to heading into the Christmas rally, which doesn't actually start until the middle part of the month. So it's not so much that it starts right now, and we have the FOMC meeting coming up in the middle of the month as well, which is going to be extremely important. But for now, I'm kind of expecting that we're going to get a little bit of a dip after we fill this gap over the weekend, which I'll show you in a minute. Friday, really weak day, only a 13-point range on the SPX. I didn't take any spread trades, but I threw them out there. I had a crazy one, the 40-35, 40-30, paid 100%. 40-40, 40-35. I threw out there an hour left in the day on Friday, and a couple of you guys messaged me that you took it, took your 25%, your dollar credit. Fantastic. The only thing, again, I'll stress on this is the range is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So my analysis, my projection for the range, we're going to break this range. It's going to break one side or the other, and that's why we have the charts again with us so that they can help us and they can give us an idea where we're headed. I'm looking right now at a very, very aggressive trade today. That being, apologize for not having it enlarged, selling the 4,000 puts and buying the 39.95 puts. Why? I'll show you in a few minutes. But again, you're looking at 100% credit as of now, 6 o'clock in the morning. Can we get that same 100% credit later on in the morning when we get to the open? I'm not sure, but that's what it's showing right now. This is the risky, aggressive trade that I like for today, and that's what I would stick with. On the safe side, I've got two trades for you. They're in your email. But going into where we're discussing about a very, very strong dip due to happen, one of the triggers you're looking at is right here, the 200-day moving average on the DXY, the dollar index. And we're very, very close to it. We're almost making contact with it right now. And you've got Jerome Powell coming out on Wednesday. So this, again, together with the August low over here, could very easily be a trigger for this to bounce somewhere back up here, just in the middle 106 levels, create that shoulder. But what that would do, having a bounce on the dollar, would obviously give you a dip on the indexes. Here with the VIX over the weekend, because you've got this big gap down, you have a big gap to fill over here on the VIX. And once again, because of that 2102, there was your trigger. And boom, here you go. You have a little bit of a dip over the weekend, which they're blaming on China. And last but not least here, just showing here on the SPX. I've already got it in the email, and I apologize for not creating anything new that I didn't put in the email. But again, that 200-day moving average is coming right there. Very, very close right there now, dropping at 40.57. So it's just going to be dropping a little bit lower and a little bit lower as we head forward. But due to make contact with that 200-day moving average, the 200-day moving average was the exact tag that we made there in August, and it triggered that major catastrophic downfall from August to October. So again, because of our conditions, how we're over here, we're very, very, very near overbought. It is definitely on the menu that we're going to be getting a nice little dip coming to us in the very, very near future. Finish you up here with the overnight. Here are your futures. Your futures, NASDAQ, right at that 11,700. This 11,700 is incredible holding it, fighting it, doing everything it can to hold on to that. Again, one of the reasons why I like that spread trade on the 4,039.95 puts. Trying to get some energy over here, but again, because we have been so weak and we were so aggressively oversold over there on Friday and into the weekend, not easy to see, or not difficult to see this bounce and start looking like it's getting bullish when it's not really getting bullish. All that it's doing is ending all of this downside to it. So, a little bit to worry about over there. You got your 4,003 over here on the ES holding pretty well together with the 10-day moving average. The Russell 2000 is a complete clusterfuck. But the Dow, the Dow, the Dow, the Dow, the Dow is the almighty Dow, the almighty Dow. And even with Apple, it's still the almighty Dow. There's nothing you can do to stop it. And the one big one that is trying to stop it, I'll pull you up right here, is Apple. And again, right down to that 145.09, you got a big gap down from over the weekend. Pull you here onto a 30-day view so you can see it. Here's that big major bottom level down here in the low 130s. Major bottom, and here we are again just fighting right in the middle. 200-day up here at 155. Pull you into a 90-day chart and look, and you can see we're just going nowhere over here since September. Still to the downside, still lower highs, just like the SPX, but very, very difficult to get into this Apple and start being bullish, to start thinking that you are going to get an aggressive move to the upside and start testing that 157 by the end of the year. Very hard to play it. But again, you've got this big, major low 130s area, which if we do get an opportunity to get that shown, you got a great shot there at having a nice, decent long off of that 130. That 140 is your first level. 130s just down in that low 130 level. That's our reason. But again, sorry to, ramble on, but this is why our SPX is so weak. This is why we're not up in the 4,200s. Blame it all on Apple. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic Monday morning, and I will see you in the chat room.